If you're at home watching and you've run into some financial troubles, maybe you have gotten sick unexpectedly or involved in an accident that's put you out of work, and you're trying to figure out whether or not you qualify for filing for bankruptcy, and you're trying to understand the bankruptcy, all the codes and which one to file. There's a lot to it. So we do have an expert on to help answer your questions. Again, we've got Ken Riley. He's with the law firm of Ferris, Riley & Pitt, here to help answer the questions as well. But Ken, I want you to share with our viewers the wonderful guest that she's been on before, so sure. It's exciting to have her back.
She's a friend of the show, a friend of our firm's. She's been on the show before to talk about bankruptcy. Gina McDonald, who practices here in Birmingham, but also you practice all over, don't you?
I do, pretty much the whole state of Alabama.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Will you talk to our viewers just a little bit about yourself, your practice, and where all you do?
Okay.
Do what you do.
90% of my practice is bankruptcy, Chapter 7s, 13s, and 11, which is business reorganizations. I have an office in Pelham on Valleydale Road, and I also have an office in Aniana. And like I said, primarily we do bankruptcy work. That's our passion. Myself and my staff attorney, Heather Ballou, that's what we focus on, is bankruptcy, trying to help people resolve their financial issues.
Well, great.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah.
We have some folks that want to talk to you and ask you questions. So we're going to begin with Andrea, who's in Vestavia Hills tonight. So, hey, Andrea. Hey, Andrea, are you on the line? Okay, I guess we're going to wait a few minutes to figure out that. I guess, if you will, so talk about, I guess, the main ones that a lot of folks are probably familiar with. You have 7 and 13. Explain a little bit about, I know there's a lot to it, but if you can, break it down for the folks watching, what they are, who qualifies for them, that sort of thing.
Okay, I'll break it down like I do when you come in for a consult in my office. Okay. It's very simple. I put it in layman's terms. A 7 is a wipe the slate clean. Basically, it's called straight bankruptcy. You list everything you own, everything you owe. If you qualify, we put you into a 7, 90 days, it's over. Chapter 13 is called debtor's court, and in debtor's court, you will pay a payment back to the court for 5 years, and then you'll get a discharge after that.
Okay.
I got a question. How long does that stuff stay on your credit?
Yeah. You know what? Chapter 7, from the file date, will stay on your credit for 10 years. Chapter 13, if you get a discharge, if you complete the 5 years, it'll stay on your credit report for 7 years. If it gets dismissed for some reason, it'll stay on your credit for 10 years.
And then it's completely gone from your credit report?
Completely gone from your credit report. Sometimes we have to be a little persistent with the credit bureaus and write letters to tell them, make sure they remove that after the 10-year mark or after the 7-year mark. But by law, it should be removed.
Very good.
Okay, let's see if we can get Teresa through in calling from Dora tonight. Hey, Teresa. Hello, Teresa. Okay, we're having trouble there. I guess go back to Chapter 13, debtor's court. When you say that wipes, well, the 7 wipes everything clean. Right. The 13, the debtor's court. Explain a little bit more in detail about that.
Debtor's court is a type of bankruptcy where you consolidate your debt. Okay. All of your unsecured debt is consolidated into one payment. And if you have a car payment, it's consolidated in there. Sometimes we put tax debt in there, student loan debt. But basically, you have one payment that you make every month, about the same time every month for 5 years. And then after that, you get a discharge and all that debt's gone away and everything's paid, your car's paid for and the creditor's been paid back. That's 100% bankruptcy, Chapter 13, where everybody gets paid back.
And what are you learning as far as the folks that are calling you? Because a lot of folks are hardworking people. They have jobs, but they've just run up against a wall in a situation that they can't seem to get out of. Right.
And you know, I've seen a rise in the 13s, Chapter 13 in my office. Several years ago, we saw a lot of 7s because people were out of work, they didn't have a job, they had no income. But now people are back to work and they're back to spending. And I see people now who come into my office to file 13, they have jobs. Maybe someone's had a reduction in hours, maybe one spouse has lost a job, but they still have income coming in, and that's the point of a 13. You have to have some sort of income coming in. And so those are the people who need help right now, people who have jobs and are working every day, but just need a little help putting everything together, lowering that overall monthly payment.
Sure. Well, let's see if we can get Teresa.